This might be Destiny's redemption season. I don't know what's given. She's like the only one who's being accountable this season, which is a big thing considering. Tricia and Ken, I take back everything I say. Y'all actually belong together. Y'all are the same type of stupid. No shade. Twan, what was the point of dropping the supposed rumor of a marriage? What was your angle? Am I the only one that noticed we didn't get any Tisha or Marcel this episode? What's up, y'all, and welcome back to This With The News. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming to watch my videos. If you are new here, please like, comment, and share this video and join the family. Yeah. So first and foremost, I would like to start off with, I am 2 subscribers away from 700, okay? So get me to 700, please, you guys. Also, like, comment, and share this video as always, and hype the video so other people like you can watch it. I did want to show y'all my little shirt. So I do make bookish merch, bookish tees, and as soon as I'm able to upload things to the shop tab, when I get there, when we get to a certain amount of subscribers, they will be up for sale. Now let's get started. So today we will be recapping Love and Marriage Huntsville season 11 episode 8, and this was a pretty good episode. So the episode starts off with Nell and Fletcher going out to eat for lunch, and they do invite Destiny to come over or with them. So she is debriefing them about her whole argument with Tisha and how bad that was. And Nell, you can tell she's kind of trying to be, you know, neutral. She did just get back cool with Tisha, so I get the whole thing. Fletcher also tells Destiny about his argument with Marcel, and they all trying to act like they just shocked as if they ain't already heard this shit from each other.
Get back.
What she mean it's not yours?
And it's my first. After 19 years, I ain't never had a listing before. And that just ain't cool.
No. Tisha was out of line. She know.
Please save it. Anyways, honestly, I foreshadowed Tisha and Destiny getting worse before it get better, and that's if it gets better. So next up we get Ken and Tricia. Now y'all know Ken has been out the house. He has his own apartment. Tricia is at her home. So he comes to her home and have a talk with her. Now, I just want to preface this by saying niggas ain't shit. Niggas ain't shit, okay? Like, but Ken comes and he's on his apology tour. That's what it's giving. It's giving very much shit didn't work out with the girl. The girl probably didn't fuck with him like that. And now let me go apologize to my bitch to get her back. That's what it's giving. So he comes and he basically says, you know, like, we've been going through things and I've just realized that I was starting to act the way that you were acting. And I was starting to be this mean, evil person that I was accusing you of being. He then comes out and say that he did all of this shit because she's like, well, the last I spoke, we were working on things. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, you might not like this, but I did all of this intentionally to make you mad. Oh, he would have had to get the fuck up on my house. He would have had to get the fuck up on my house. We would have to, because at your big ass age, you're almost 40 and you're intentionally trying to get me mad. Like that's how we communicating. That's what you feel is gonna get to me, pushing 40. No. And yes, I get it. I understand you went through some shit with me and my separate. You know, that's not even her ex-husband. That's the crazy part. You her and her husband last season, and you've been dealing with all this shit. I still don't think that's a right. That gives you a right to act the way that you're acting, because that is a very childish approach to a situation where you say you want to spend the rest of your life with this girl. Like, you want to marry her, but you're intentionally fucking with other women to make her mad. Yuck! What the fuck is you talking about? On BD, please. Honestly, my advice to Tricia is run. Run, girl. Run as fast as you can. Get up out of there, because if he can do this one time, he'll do it again. Because the one thing about it, yes, you're working on yourself, but I think Tricia has things that's embedded in her that, you know, you can't really get rid of. It may alleviate a little bit with therapy, but at the core, she is herself. So if I push you to do those things, how is it gonna work in the long run? You know, like, run, girl, run. Mind you, he admits to the whole, like, I understand that was childish and it was wrong. Don't take that weak ass apology. Don't let him soften you and water you down and run you down until you willing to fall in line, which he did. By the end of this conversation, he did. Another thing that upset me is the fact that he was sitting there with a fucking smirk on his face like he wanted to laugh. Like, do you find this shit funny? Is you cool? Do you need that? Like, no. Now, she does ask him, like, is he still dealing with the girl? And she's like, of course not. And before he even said, of course not, I said, no, of course not. The hell, that's why he's back at your motherfucking couch talking to you, going on this apology tour so he can move the fuck back in. Is giving the girl didn't want him, I'm sorry. He want to use this excuse, oh, it wasn't really like that. It wasn't super serious. Okay, so you did all this. And I don't think that he stepped out or whatever. They had a break, boo, to get into another serious relationship. I don't think that's what it was, but I also think he messed with that girl and now she's not messing with him. Maybe he was just a little something fun to do, like, I got your nigga type shit. You feel me? You are on the TV show. He said she was a traveling nurse. She probably slid through the city, did her little contract and was up out of there, and that was that. So now because your little traveling nurse ass boo is gone to her next assignment, you want to come back home? Like, nah, you ain't finna play with me like that. Mind you, last episode her friend said, I don't want him to use you as like the get back. He go do what he want to do and then he come back to you because you're here. And that's exactly what the fuck he doing. Because guess what? Like I said, by the end of the conversation, she let him back in the house. He said, so where do we go from, or one of them said, where do we go from here? And she was like, well, I want to work on it. I want to work on us. And he was like, okay, should we still live separate? And she was like, no, you're going to come here. We're going to work on it here and together. And you know, she do that voice. Like, why are you doing that fucking voice? But just dumb, just stupid. Now, like Trish said about herself, she's not innocent too. So maybe she was popping that for a real nigga too. So, you know, maybe that's why she don't give a fuck. Now we get Nell going over to Lance's house, and this is a pop-up. Lance do not know she's coming. I don't think none of the kids knew she was coming. His sister was there, and also the other brother, little Chris, was there. And honestly, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this same ass conversation. We've been having this conversation for seasons. Your kids are grown. They're going to do what the fuck they want to do. I understand as a mom, you want to guide them. But as they almost 30, right? I think Lance is 30, over 30. At that point, he going to do what the fuck he want to do. We need something else in the storyline because this is getting boring. So basically, she reiterates the whole, if you're not serious with somebody, please don't bring them to my house. And like I said, I completely understand that. Like, because I'm one for not everybody should come to your home anyway. And they are public figures because they are on a show. So I think it should be even more tight. Why are you bringing random ass girls to my house? That's true. However, when she said it, Lance looked irritated. And in my head, I'm like, why are you so irritated that you can't bring your slides to your mom's crib? If you're not serious about these women, why do you want to bring them around your mama anyway? I guess it's different down south because we don't do that out here, okay? We don't do that where I'm from. The last place the motherfuckers gonna bring they girls is to their mom's crib. Well, no, that's not true. Let me stop lying. No, niggas will bring. Let me stop lying. Basically, by the end of that conversation, it's left where it's always left. Not knowing where the fuck is going. And I do want to point this out because I am going to talk about this later. Nell's daughter was there and Nell tries to, like, I guess uplift her and be like, I'm raising my daughter to not, I tell her not to fall for these men, not to have a baby out of marriage. And you know, she's doing that. So she puts her on this pedestal, and I think that's very important because some things are gonna come up about her later on in the episode. Twan and Destiny sit down to have lunch together. Now, I do like Twan. I think he's a very chill, relaxed person. The dynamic between them two is very comfortable, and Destiny peeps that as well. So she thanks him for making her feel soft and girly again and comfortable. And he like, that's what I'm here for, boo. I got you, baby. But they both kept reiterating the fact that they're just friends. And it's like, well, more so Destiny to him. It's giving Twan wants to take it there, but he wants Destiny to feel that feeling too. And honestly, what the fuck is Destiny doing? This is love and marriage. We do want to see some type of relationship with you. I do not want it to be fake. And it's giving you had these relations with these men, dates and all this shit just for the fuck of it, to make it look like something. Because I don't know, maybe it's one a hoe, low key. Because I get Lance, I get why that didn't work out. Clearly he got a lot going on, and he passing that D around to everybody because he had a baby. I think a couple weeks after they stopped messing with each other. So I get him, I totally understand. But can we find Destiny some love, please? For love in marriage, thank you. Okay, so what threw me for a loop was the fact that Twan brought up, he asked Destiny, have you heard any rumors about me? Like, what rumors have you heard about me? And she's like, I really don't hear none. And he said, well, I've been hearing this one rumor, me and Kayla. Kayla is Nell's daughter. And she like, you and Kayla, ain't that your sister? And he like, well, God's sister, but you know, yeah, I'm close with the family. They saying that we dating. Now, he trains Kayla, so after they work out, she be posting on the Instagram. They did post it on the screen, like, you know, posting them together in the gym and shit. So I guess that's where the rumors stem from, or that's the narrative he's trying to push that the rumors stem from. But my whole point is, like, why did you bring that up on this show? I feel like there's only two reasons he could have brought it up on this show, and that was to drop the rumor. Like, clearly this is not what the fuck we're doing. This is a big enough platform to get it out, you know? Why not? And another reason is, I guess, to get ahead of it with the Destiny, because it's not true and he don't want her to hear about it first. I mean, before he was able to tell her, I don't know what it is, but it's like, y'all acting like y'all don't even want to fuck with each other for real. So why do you have to tell her, like, you know? So she's basically trying to get it out of him, like, well, are y'all? Is it that? I mean, y'all both attractive, y'all both young. Is that what y'all want to do? He really didn't give a real answer, but he kind of did say, like, no, it's not that, but not really. Like, he didn't really give it. He talked in circles a lot too. So, nigga, is you messing with her or not? The fuck? Lance goes to visit his mom at her house, and basically he wants to come over to basically tell her, like, yeah, mom, you was right. We know she was right. I mean, you should know that at 30 years old or whatever, however old you are, that she was right. And he's more so pointing to the fact that her saying you need to be around your kids more because they are getting older, she was right about that, because he brings up a story about his son who is 6 years old. He's starting to play sports, and he is asking his dad to teach him things about sports and about, you know, getting bigger and X, Y, and Z. And it's like, nigga, you didn't know that? As a dad, you didn't already know that? What? It's confusion. Like, it's confusion. Now, when he's giving his mom her props, I'm like, okay, cool, that's cute. I love it. I'm here for it. But Nell does this things where she has to feel validated in every single conversation, and I don't like it. It's like, what happened? That she needs to feel validated in every conversation. Like, she do this thing where she repeat back what you said. So he like, yeah, thank you. I just want to give you, you know, your thanks and your props for telling me that, because I actually did need to do that. And she said, so you're telling me you're thanking me for telling you to be in your kids? Nigga, that's what the fuck he just said. Why are you trying to validate that so much? Like, we hear it, that's what he said. Why are you reiterating that back to him? Yes, that's what he's doing. In her confessional, she gets in that little voice and she's like, yeah, because I just be trying to. It is so annoying. She do that with every single conversation she have with everybody. Why? That shit is irritating. No liar. Like, please. So in between the midst of their conversation, Destiny comes over, and y'all know Destiny is the bone collector of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So she comes over and she drops the fucking bomb. Hey, I heard that. I met up with Twan. Twan told me that it's a rumor going around that him and Kayla is dating. And they're like, what? What the f are you talking about? She looks taken aback. But my whole thing is, and that's because she puts Kayla on this pedestal for real, like she's just this perfect little girl, because she says something to the point where she's been doing good. She's been doing good so far. She has done good up until now. And it's like, damn, her dating a nigga that you know, that you call your godson, is her not doing good? My whole thing is like, wouldn't you want her with somebody you know, that you respect, that you know is a great man, unless he's not a great man? That can also be it. But this is another a show of Nell interjecting herself in her kids' lives. These are grown ass people. And I'm happy Lynn said that. He said, Ma, I get it. We your kids, but we're also grown. She gonna do what she wanna do. they're grown. Like those are 2 grown consenting adults. So if they are fucking with each other, they're grown. So she kind of threw off, and she like, the only person I need to talk to about this right now is my motherfucking daughter. Yes, you do. Get the tea so we can get the tea. Because next episode, it looks like they get the tea from her. And from what I could tell, it don't look like it go the way they want it to. So, we'll see. But that was pretty much, that was the episode for real. I think it was a cool episode. I liked it. I also noticed that Tisha and Marcel was not on this episode. Martell ain't been on. Martell is not really on the show for real. We barely see bruh. So I don't know what's going on with that. Oh, Kimmy and fucking, was Kimmy and them on this episode? I don't even think Kimmy and Maurice was either. What's going on, y'all? Motherfuckers ain't got shit going on. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. If you made it to the end of this video, please drop a purple heart below. And also don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to the channel so you can not miss any of my content. We are almost to 700 subscribers. Please, 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 please get me there. And I appreciate y'all. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.